Welcome to this reading. This is a Golden Lion Tarot bringing you a timeless pick a card reading. So whenever this reading comes to you is when it's best meant to fulfill something into your life. Okay, today we are discussing ways in which to bring more abundance and wealth into your life. Okay, we've got this lovely labradorite, beautiful heart-shaped crystal. And I ask that this labradorite bring transformation of true abundance and wealth into pile one's life. All right, and pile number 2, we've got this lovely white quartz heart-shaped crystal. And I ask that this lovely white quartz crystal bring harmony and the flow of abundance into your life, as well as bringing forth hidden talents that maybe you are starting to become aware of, or maybe that you still haven't seen yet. All right, so this is the time that I ask you to, integrate yourself into the energy of this reading a little bit and use your intuition to pick which pile is calling to you today. If one pile calls to you, great. If two piles call to you, great. However it works, it may be different every time. You may have patterns sometimes, and then the pattern changes. Okay, so acclimate yourself to the piles, and I'll see you in the readings. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. Today you chose this lovely little heart labradorite crystal. And there is a little flash in this labradorite. And I ask that this labradorite bring true abundance and transformation of wealth into your life to guide you to the road of your real, true happiness of abundance and love and prosperity. Okay. So what is it? How can pile number 1 anchor true abundance and wealth? All right. We've got exhausted eagle. So probably you haven't had much support in your life. I'm getting that you've been kind of like a lone wolf, a lone eagle. You've had to fend for yourself. You've had to seek approval from people throughout your life that you didn't necessarily even think highly of. I feel like you have stepped on a ledge and looked down over what you've created, and it just feels like you've had to really grind every day to get to be able to have much in your life, and you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, exhausted, right? Like some people were born into wealth, okay, and other people just were not. And you probably haven't had things handed to you very often, or maybe never. All right, then we've got the 9 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, there you are, tired again. Maybe sometimes you lay in bed and you're not even able to get to sleep because you're thinking of the things that need to be done the next day. Some of you may even have nightmares, be having nightmares right now. But I'm feeling like you know, that you guys really had to diligently pursue everything that you've gone after in your life. Um, so the people that are like born into wealth, they just kind of like accumulate things easily. And that's because when they were a small child, they would ask for something and it was given to them. I feel that when you were a small child, maybe your friends were given, the cool bike, the cool outfits. Like, I feel like it was more of a challenge for you to even get the clothes that you thought were cool or in style, or the clothes that would help you to make you feel wealthy. You may have had to really um, find ways to like get a second job, or like work after high school or work during high school to be able to buy the things that made you feel more free. Because there's some of us that we're not so privileged, right? And we are actually like the wealth warriors. So, I mean, I go into the category of this pile one so far too, because I wasn't born into, like, my family wasn't necessarily poor, but we didn't have the money to just like allow me to buy the clothes or buy, the things that I wanted to feel, like life was fun. We didn't have like extras. We didn't have like four-wheelers and, the fun toys that some families grew up with. But ultimately, wealth is a mindset. So, when you're born into, you have to struggle and you have to work your ass off in order to get anywhere, then that's like ingrained into you. And it's a lot of work to all of a sudden try to hold on to like an abundant sort of mindset. How they do affirmations. I even do affirmations. I believe that they are worthwhile. They're worth your time to invest into. I have affirmations taped on my walls around my house so that when people walk in, they can, get themselves into a more positive mindset. And it's also for myself as well. But, affirmations, when you use an affirmation to bring yourself into a higher vibratory alignment, it's not something, yeah, it can have an immediate effect, but over some time it's going to wear out, and sometimes it doesn't even take that long, and you're back down in the drudgery and the pain and the oppression. So I say, affirmations are great to use, and I think that they're very like viable in recovering from being a poverty-stricken mindset. But it is something that you kind of have to hammer into your belief system. It's not something you can just like give up on. It's also something that you have to work for to rewire your brain. Okay, so you're already a hardworking, tough person. So why not start using your skills to better your life? And the way to do that is by, getting into your subconscious. And we run subconscious beliefs. So getting in there and really finding out what's controlling your belief system. So if you didn't have that much money when you were a child, then you're going to have some sort of poverty mindset or lack mentality. There's going to be like a limit to what you believe that you can acquire in this lifetime. So the things that you can do to support and release some of this unnecessary hardship that was placed upon you is to start, going into maybe when you're going to sleep, it'll be easier for you to find out exactly, the things that are limiting you or where your worries lie. It's easy to find your worries when you go lay down in a bed, right? You can't escape your worries when it's time for bed. So when you go to bed and you find yourself worrying about something, then that's exactly what you need to rewire your brain around. That's going to be something that's holding you away from your wealth, your true abundance. And it's not easy to change a belief system that has been instilled into you from childhood, but it is possible. People do it. And you do seem to have the capacity to do this, or else it wouldn't be coming into your reading. Okay? And we've got number 13. This is the Death card in tarot. So transformation is here. Tidy up your life so that you can make space for something better. Okay? This is your beliefs again. You know, this is you going into your brain and sweeping the cobwebs, finding where the cobwebs lay, finding what you truly believe. If you believe you can't get more than, you know, $300 left over from paying your bills, or maybe it's $3 left over for paying your bills, or maybe it's $3,000. If you believe you know, that's the amount of money you can accumulate after paying your bills at the end of each month, then that's going to be the amount of money that you're able to accumulate. So where in your mind are you holding on to these belief systems? Oh my goodness, we've got rest again. So you've got a resting card twice, exhaustion coming out 3 times, and resting coming out twice. So for some of you, there's something that is exhausting you, it's taking a toll on your abundance, your ability to feel wealthy. Okay. Here we've got a dragon coming in, disrupting the sleep. But you're actually slaying the dragon. I see you overcoming it, transforming it. But then there's somebody coming in, you know, handing you a flower, and you're trying to rest. And I feel like this person should just, you know, lay the flower down gently and not disturb you. But I feel like there's somebody that's disturbing your peace. Okay. And we've got the 11th house, community. Okay, so this may be a friend. This could be somebody that you have like a soul contract with, or a bleed through from a past life. Someone that you've, you know, incarnated with before that could be giving you like a little bit of opposition. I feel like you engage yourself with this person because they like lift you up in some way. It could be because you're more positive than them, or you are just smarter. I feel like you're just smarter than this person. And so you really offer them like kind of like a rainbow at the end of their stormy day. And in that sense, it lifts you up. It makes you feel good to know that you are changing this person's life. I feel like you're a ray of sunshine in their dark, stormy night. And this person may have been in and out of your life. This could be like a soul tie, someone that you've reunited with recently. Spirit is asking you to look at this situation though. Yes, they may appreciate you, and that's a beautiful, it's a beautiful thing, but I feel like it's outworn it's welcome to a certain extent. And I'm not saying to just totally cut this person from your life, but maybe maybe it's time to like purge some of their energy from your field. For some of you, it's going to be time for you to like completely, you know, surrender to this situation and realize that, you know, I don't think that there are like they have bad intentions towards you, but they're just not uplifting. They don't bring to the table what you do. Yeah. I feel as though like, I feel like a future with you. You have a bright future. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what age you are. I feel like you have a bright future. And this person just doesn't so much, or they're behind you in some area. And I feel like you are psychic enough to be able to feel this. And me talking about it's just like, you've already felt it before. It could cause a little friction. You could feel guilty for even having these thoughts because this person could have been your friend for quite some time. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands. Yeah, someone around you is beat up. They're guarded. They're not guarded around you though, because I mean, not to the point that they are around everyone else. I feel like they super go out into the world and are guarded by, they guard themselves. They learn to guard themselves strongly, and you've learned to like let your guard down a little bit more. I feel like you've I feel like you've learned to open your heart, and this person hasn't quite learned to do that yet, and it's changing something between the two of you. Where it used to be a little more serendipitous, it's kind of feeling a little deficient. But this person does not feel so guarded around you, and it really like pulls them to you. They know that they have a jewel when you are around. Okay. I want to know more about this resting energy, spirit. Okay, so your emotions are attempting to rebalance themselves right now. That's why you're being called to get alone and harness, your own energy. You can't feel your own energy when you're constantly around other people's problems, other people. I feel like there's certain people around you that have like a lot more problems than you do. And when you're around them for too long, their energy kind of messes and whirls into your life, and it oppresses your ability to attract abundance. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing, I mean, I feel like you might feel like, well, I'm going to feel lonely if I'm not with that person. I get that. And if you feel too lonely, that can attract like a lack mentality. But is your ability to feel your own energy and detach from a situation that isn't uplifting you, I mean, you just got to weigh it out. Is it worth it to feel that detachment and to purge that energy in order to get alone and to feel your own energy and what your true feelings are in a situation? That's up to you, right? You got to figure that out. Okay, let's get a card for number 13, tidying up your life, making space for something else. I want to know what about this. What can you tell me about this, Spirit? This card wants to come out. So walking away from something. Are you walking away from something or are you not? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So you've got the same card. It's almost as if you've got the same card 3 times. That's crazy. Okay, so this energy is pungent. This energy is there. Your wealth is calling you to get alone, to when you get alone, you're going to be able to see where your true beliefs lie, where your true dreams lie, where your true desire for fellowship lies, where you're going to find your ability, you're going to be able to purge things out of your life so that you're able to call in your true soul's tribe. And we all have a soul tribe. And your soul tribe are the ones that are going to lift you up, and the ones that are going to feel like home, and the ones that are going to not have questionable actions when they're around you. They're going to like declare their love and their goodness, and they're going to always send you harmony, and together you will bask in beauty and abundance and wealth. I'm not saying that, you have to be wealthy to call your soul tribe. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that you can't, that they will assist you with bringing forth more of your wealth. So getting alone is going to show you some things. Also, I'd like another card on that. Oops. Sometimes I hit that hard. Okay, let's take one over here. I feel like you have like spurts of energy too. Let's see. We've got the Three of Earth, talent, recognition, and collaboration. Yes, so, you know, maybe when you finally get some time alone, I know that you don't have much time by this exhausted eagle here, but when you find, because that is in your future, you are going to have time alone. I know you may not see it at this moment, but it is coming in for you. It is coming in for you. And when you do, there's going to be a creative side of you that does come out. And once that creative side of you comes out, that's going to call your soul tribe into you. And all of this is your journey toward wealth and abundance. Okay, so let's grab one last card here. Receive. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. I'm feeling that you really need to when you get a compliment, like I want you to like delve into that compliment. Really like feel the framework of what that compliment did for your soul. Feel what that compliment can do for you. And as you receive the next compliment you have, I want you to like enjoy it and swim in it and surrender to it. Because that is a gift from the universe, and that will help you to open up your abundance and your wealth. And then as you get the compliment, make sure that you also give a compliment out to the next person that you believe should receive a compliment, and keep that going on and on. So give them and receive them, because the universe is attempting to give to you. And if you cannot receive a compliment well, then how is the universe going to be able to give you bigger things? All right. Please help me to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave me a comment to let me know that you're ready to receive, and that this reading hit home, and that you're working toward these goals. And that's amazing. I send you so much love as you continue on this journey of receiving and opening your abundance and wealth. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and share if it's something that you think someone would watch, because all of that assists me with growing this channel. All right. So until next time, take care. Welcome to your reading pile number 2. You chose this lovely white quartz heart-shaped crystal. And I ask that this crystal today open hidden talents and bring you into harmony of the flow of abundance and wealth, prosperity, hidden talents, abilities. All right. So thank you for joining me and doing this reading and making this reading possible. Okay, so let's see how you are able to attract wealth and abundance into your life. We've got Grumpy Wizard. Release your anger safely. Okay. So some of you may be experiencing like uncontrolled outbursts, or you have some hidden anger that maybe there's some of you that have like secretly have secret resentments toward others, or there's something that's hidden here. There's something that I feel like, because if we're having angry outbursts, then that means we're trying to control our emotions. We're trying to mm, like make ourselves feel better. We're trying to bury some hidden feeling. But the thing is our emotions are like always the agenda for, they always win. Our emotions always win. So why not take time to understand them, to become like friends with them, develop a relationship with them. If our emotions always win, I mean, angry outbursts are proof that emotions always win. So how can we better come into like coordination of aligning with them and expressing them and learning how to express our emotions in a safe way that isn't hurting, you know, the people we love or ourselves? Okay. Then we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, you feel like you've been left out of something, like the universe has jilted you. Or you're just mad at the universe because you haven't gotten your dream job, your dream house, your dream car, the amount of money that you wish to have in the bank or on hand. Okay, that is, if that's what's happening, then you're going to experience, you know, an emotion that of insufficiency or lack mentality, you know, not having what you desire. If it's so, then it's just time to address this. It's not like a death sentence. It doesn't mean that that's how you're always going to feel. It just means it's time to address the situation so that your universe, your world around you can start responding differently. Because you can't expect your universe, your world, to respond to fulfilling all of your wishes if you secretly feel jilted by the universe, or you feel like, you know, you're what's the other thing, it's not selfishness, but like resentment because somebody else may have, you know, something that we desire to have. It may be time to start learning how to get out of this resentment, you know. And usually whenever I've been jealous or anything, then I've always taken a moment to look at myself. And jealousy isn't something that I have to deal with so much anymore, but there definitely was a time in my life that I dealt with it, and I did take time to look at it and say, you know, I have so much to be appreciative about. I have so much to be thankful for. I have like 3 very beautiful children, and you know, we don't have perfect bodies, but we are pretty healthy. We deal with a few issues, you know, health-wise, but all in all, you know, we're here, we're together, we're experiencing life. And if I didn't have those little guys and my daughter, then, you know, I really would feel sad, or I really could have less, you know, getting into a state of appreciating what you do have and not comparing yourself to the neighbors or the rest of your family really does help to, you know, smooth over the feeling of being jilted by the universe. Because if you wanted to experience what your neighbor's experiencing or your family members experiencing, then you would have had their life. But you chose to have the life that you're embodying right now. You chose to be surrounded by the people that you're surrounded by right now. So it's time to find, you know, like a nugget of love to grow, a nugget of appreciation to grow, so that you can start a, you know, so that these angry outbursts just don't come out of nowhere. Like after, like maybe somebody that you love says something a little bit rude to you, and if you're feeling down or jilted, then you're not going to be able to handle that so well as if you were feeling upbeat and somebody, you know, recklessly said something to you in a strange manner. Your response, right? So if we cultivate like an inner peace, then we're able to deal with little hits that come at us, little jabs that come at us. All right. We've got the High Priestess. When in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. Yeah, so you can trust your gut. If there's like a nugget of truth in what I'm saying here, then show me your appreciation for it. Appreciating other people around you can also be a way of like, because when you feel jealous of what somebody else has, then that holds you back from your wealth, that holds you back from your abundance. But if you appreciate something beautiful that somebody has, then it opens up that portal into your life of what they have. So if there's a nugget of truth in this reading, then show me that you appreciate that, right? Like, help me to grow this channel, help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. Do what you can to boost my ratings. And that is like love shown toward me. And then when you give, then the universe sees you as somebody that is ready to receive. And if you only have $1 in your pocket, then don't give it away. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you have the ability to give something, then give it. Right? It's easy to push a thumbs up on a video. It's easy to leave a little heart comment or a little thank you comment. That's something that's easy, and that opens up the doorway to showing the universe that you are somebody that gives and receives. Abundance. When you give abundance away, you then receive abundance for yourself. You will always, there's always an equal yin and yang. There's always an equal give. If you give, then you are given too. Always. But you got to do it from a place of like love, right? You can't do it out of, oh, I'm giving you this. I'm giving you $1 out of my $100 because I want something in return. No, you do it because you want to make the other person happy, because it just grows and grows and grows and grows. If you have to do it to get something in return just to get started, then great, do it that way. Do it that way, because if you just haven't like broken this situation yet, then yes, just give because you think you're going to get something in return to get the momentum started, but eventually start doing it from the heart. Do it from the heart, because that's where the real gold is. Okay, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. So you have grown something. You are growing. This is spirit like patting you and saying, job well done. We see you trying. We see the work that you've cultivated. We know that you are working on your dreams. You are trying to make something fulfillment. So far, you've come so far. But still there's a little more to go, because this guy is walking away, you know, with something in his hand showing that he's cultivated part of his dream. He sees the growth. He sees what's manifested, but there's still yet more to be harvested. So you have been making changes. You have been working toward, you know, bringing forth more abundance and wealth into your life. You are on the right track. Okay, we've got Neptune and Vision. So it's dare to dream, guys. Dare to trust that that your dreams do have sound reasoning. You haven't been given this desire, this dream for nothing. Okay? You've been given that desire and dream because it's part of like your dharmic path. It's part of your future. That's why you have the desire for it. And then for others of you, trust that there is a reason why you may not have all the pieces of your dreams yet. Like you may not know exactly what your dream is quite yet. Maybe you know a piece of it. Maybe you know like, oh, this makes you happy in life, but there's more to be seen. There's more coming for you. Your dreams are going to change a bit. They may mold, they may grow into something that you haven't quite even thought of yet. Okay, then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Just because the Queen of Pentacles comes out in the reverse does not mean it's not the Queen of Pentacles here. This is you. This is the money. This is the dream coming in. This is her holding her baby and admiring it. And she's in harmony with the world around her. This is you. This is your future. So can me telling you this be enough for now? Can me telling you that you will be receiving all that you desire, all that your dreams truly will be fulfilled? Can me telling you this at this point be enough to change this little karmic weird thing that's playing out in your life? It can be if you allow it to be. You don't have to be the grumpy wizard. You can find something to be appreciative for right now. Maybe pause this video right now and like list a couple things in your head of what you're appreciative for. I know, like my son, getting personal here. My son has dealt with anger issues from a young age, one of my children. And, you know, it's been very trying if you're a parent and you have a child that gets angry easy, but there's a reason for his anger. There's a reason that I have had to deal with this situation. It has grown my family in such huge, like surmountable ways. Like we have grown as a family because of learning from the way he reacts to things. He has been this grumpy wizard, okay? With these angry outbursts. We all have. But some people hold like a vibration where they really deal with it more severely than others. And I would say he was a candidate for that. Okay, but if you ask me for 1 second, you know, life without my little guy, like, he's my everything. I love him so much. I would so much rather have him and us dealing with a situation than not, okay? And I'm sure that you can find a reason. I'm sure that you can find a reason to appreciate your situation. That's up to you. I see your luck improving when you do this. And you don't have to have all the positive changes all in one day, okay? This is something that you work on. My son did not go from being totally, you know, abominable, just like a reckless ball of fire when he was angry, to breaking things, to screaming. He didn't go from that to the person that he is now. He is not short-tempered anymore. Yes, he has his moments. He's a recovering, I don't know what to call him, like anger issue person. He's in recovery. We all are, right? Anyone watching this reading is, including me. None of us taught us how to deal with this. But now we're learning how to generate a new relationship with our emotions, and we're coming up with like new words and new ways to temper our anger, and to learn that there's always an emotional seedling behind any angry outburst, and it's time to be okay with finding out what that reason is, and then apologizing to yourself that you couldn't do better. apologizing to the people around you that you couldn't do better. This will bring your life into more of like an agility. It'll bring it into like a more bendable, loving, engineered softness, and which brings in grace, hope. Okay, let's pull a couple tarot cards. Okay, so somebody is tied to a negative emotion, and the only way you're going to untie yourself is by looking at that feeling. Is it because your dreams have been unfulfilled? Is it because you are around stuck-up, snobby people that criticize you, or that talk behind your back, or that just are not of the highest light? What is it that you can look at so that you can make small changes? Those small changes are going to be huge. Okay, we've got the Four of Chalices. So some of you may be bored in a situation, may be feeling like what the universe has brought to you is not your cup of tea. Okay, well, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to that situation? Can you find the golden nugget within your situation? And can you release a part of you that maybe find a job that does feel more fulfilling? Can you look elsewhere? Can you look at this situation? Do you dare to look at this situation? I feel like you have like this young, like inner child that's ready to be released or at least looked at. So you've got judgment. Some of you may be judging your dreams in a way that's not fair. Okay, and if you don't know what your dreams are, it's okay to like start looking how other people dream a little bit. Step your foot into the waters of something, you know, external to you, something that, find out what does make you feel good. Because there is a place for everybody in this world to be able to be creative and to also have abundance and bring in harmony through, you know, you gifting your creativity to the world and the world, you know, gifting something back to you. So if you feel like lumbering or klutzy in your dream, in something that you want to create, then maybe find a way to, I don't know, take an hour each week to give to it. Maybe stop judging the people around you so harshly too. Somebody's judging other people in a way that's not fair because of jealousy or resentments. Like, what is your standpoint on each situation? Because if you're looking at things in a harsh way, then there's going to be harsh realities dealt to you. This is how you anchor wealth and abundance reading, right? This is how you can, wow. Card not flying on the floor. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is being crazy. So somebody may be narcissistic or talk rude, or they are one way to your face and not when you walk away. I feel like somebody's not in the best energy that's around you. Maybe it's time to figure out who that person is and find a way to improve that situation. Maybe it's freeing yourself from them. You're more of a free spirit than this person. They may be holding you back in some way, bondage over the way you're able to channel your expression. You've got the Knight of Wands. This is you like diving head first into something that makes you feel good. Even if today the only thing you can do to make yourself feel better is to look at an emotion, then that is an enormous first it's not even a first step. That's like a baller move. Anchoring abundance and wealth comes from a place of feeling free and held and respected and believed in. And if you begin believing in yourself and believing in the people that are around you and seeing the good in the people around you, and if they just don't bring goodness to you, being able to be strong enough to leap in another direction, big time. Wow, so the Three of Cups, this is you celebrating. This is you appreciating life. So this is your future. Even if you can't celebrate today, find something to celebrate this day. Find anything to celebrate this day. You may, have to go through some tougher times before you end up, the queen or king of your realm, but there's something today to celebrate. Even if you're in a job that is not your end-all be-all job, find something to appreciate about that job today. All right, let's find any hidden emotions that could be looked at today. Powerless. No one took away your internal strength. You are more powerful than you know. Look deep within yourself. Let it surface. Let your power shine. So no one's taken your power away. It just feels as though they have. Once you start activating, your internal strength by analyzing your emotions and loving your emotions, giving acceptance to them, and you become a master of your emotions, like elegantly being able to let an angry emotion come in, looking at it, and then releasing it in a healthy way, then you're going to feel powerful. Our power lies within our ability to control ourselves. When we are able to control ourselves, then we are able to control goodness. Judgmental. It displays a lack of self-love. When you judge others, here it is again, their story is unique and so is yours. Embrace the differences and see the values in others. That's what we had earlier, guys. That's really amazing. So, judging others so harshly is only going to, ultimately do damage to you in the end. So, give them self-love. Their story's different than yours. It's time to embrace that we're different and see the value that they are different. Be thankful that they're different than you and appreciate their uniqueness and yours. Have faith. Beautiful. It is not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly this. Because when you have faith, your whole life will begin to flow in a magical way that you never imagined was possible. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. This reminds me, okay, my son's coming out a lot in this reading, so I'm so thankful that my son is able to assist me with this reading in this way. But this reminds me of me and my son, the same one I spoke about. The other one likes to watch them too, but we love to watch like survival videos, people that, go into the wilderness with a few things or even a lot of things, just like watching them like build shelters and live out in the woods for a few days. We like to camp and, be in the nature as much as we can. So it's fun for us. But, this guy, he was like from Australia in the bush, and he videotaped himself, camping out there without much. He had like the clothes on his back, a knife, a fishing hook, string for his fishing hook, and a backpack, and the clothes on his back, right, and the hat on his head. And he couldn't get the fire started. He was doing the rubbing the stick on the other stick method. I think it's called the bow drill. And he could not get the fire going the first day. He, started losing faith. You can tell he was discouraged. He kept going with like a sadness in his heart. So he just kept, trying to build this fire, but he felt so discouraged. So the fire ultimately never lit that day because, he felt so discouraged by, his hands being raw and the time that he had invested into trying to create a fire. He didn't even have like water, okay? Like this guy found a tin can and he was going to boil some water, but he couldn't get the fire started to boil the water from the stream so that it was safe. So what he ended up doing is sleeping like in this cave, and crickets were all over him, but he got through the night, and he was thirsty and hungry when he woke up, but he had a new perspective. He decided that, okay, I've got this whole day to work with. Something's going to happen this day. And he believed that he would figure it out. And he did. So all you have to do is believe that this situation is going to work itself out. And the necessary components will then come to you to work this out. Have faith. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on the desires that you have in this lifetime, because your luck is improving this second. Your financials will improve. Your abundance is coming in. And your wealth, you're allowed to be wealthy. We want you to be wealthy. I want you to be wealthy and abundant. So I send you lots of love. Please help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. Like this video. Share this video with somebody if you think it would uplift them. Also, leave me a little comment. Let me know, that you're keeping the faith and that this did something for you. All right. I send you lots of love as you continue on your journey, and I will see you in the next reading.